Hello there, and welcome back to Sleepy Scions, our peaceful corner of Eorzea where we slow things down and savor every step of the journey through Final Fantasy XIV. Like I said, this is a Let's Play where we take our time, we read every quest, we absorb the lore, and we let the story unfold at its own gentle pace. So this may be some background noise for you if you're playing along, unwinding after a long day, or simply looking for something soft and soothing to fall asleep to. If that's the case, you are in good hands. So grab your favorite, I don't know, blanket, cozy socks, whatever, a drink, and let's settle in. And as always, like I like to remind everyone here, just, be kind to yourself. Drink some water, get some rest, call your friends, and take care of your body and your mind, because you matter. And I'm glad you're here. So let's get comfy and let's get started. All right. So let's go ahead and log into our character here, Julia Gabagoo, who's looking very A Realm Reborn leveling gear-esque. I've been thinking about Fantasiaing Julia just because of the lack of headgear that I get to show off for my character. I'm not sure if I will or what, because I've kind of like built thumbnails and things around like Julia being a Viera, but I've worked my tail off for some of these pieces, and I don't even get to put the helmets on. Or I guess I do, but they don't show up. So we have found Biggs and Wedge, and Biggs, Wedge, and Sid have all been reunited. So let's continue our journey to game planning a solution for getting Minfilia and Papa Limo back from the Garleans. Come into my castrum. Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Minfilia and the other Scions. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Well, Sid, most first-timers would have to run, like you said, and would heed your directional advice. But me, I have already attuned to the Aetherite. So I'm gonna just teleport and save us a whole lot of time. Hello, Slaffborn. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? I wish my character could speak, because it'd be nice to know what she just told him. But did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen around the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to just walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops, and then march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glumont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt he'll want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go reconnoiter Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something I have something in my throat. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Julia. Let's do this. Let's get sassy. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Limo. Ida's great. Ida is so nice, and she's great. All right, Glamund. Looking for Glamund, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Huh? You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry, and you need my help? Something tells me we're going to get along just fine. Getting even with Garlemald, Glamund would like to aid in your mission to rescue the captured Scions. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry what want for rescue. That Slaffborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horsens. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity's right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck, only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. All right, so we're gonna go do some subterfuge. Ba-dum, ba-dum, da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Can I just jump? Whee! I guess I can. 50 frames? What in the world? That ain't normal. Ew. Leave me alone, frogs. What is everything big here? Jesus Christ, a big salamander. A big salamander. A big octopus. Another big octopus. I'm just trying to get to this pipe, do some eavesdropping, and then get back to Mordona and enjoy some jalapeno poppers. Oh man, the mosquitoes here. I don't have anything summoned. Hold on. Now I'm listening. Now that we killed 4 dang mosquitoes. We don't want the Zika virus. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. He's got to be talking about... Holy cow, what's his name? Am I lost my mind? Oh my god. Oriange. What's his last name? Oriange Ogerilt? I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind that beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you go ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Alright, so they have... The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. So they have Minfilia, Oriange, and we're assuming Papalimo. Did not hear anything about... Tataru. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to play with any of you. I want to just get back to Revenant's Toll in Mardona. No, I don't want to play with Mud Puppy. I don't want to play with giant frogs. Please leave me alone. Boom. One second, I'm kind of curious about something. Oh, hell, I didn't mean to click that. All right, let me see something here. I'm not getting a very good grade on this. What if I did this? System dynamic resolution. I want to bump everything. Whatever. I should be getting more frames than this, but... I don't know what to do about this. All right, Alfie, now. It's good to see you again, Julia. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Julia. As Alvino has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glamont is looking for ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Julia. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Sid requires your assistance for his rescue preparation. While Glumant goes upon devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to this lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay, so we're jamming the signal. He basically just explained to me how, like, radio frequencies work. They use this crazy technology where they send their voices across the air using electricity, and it's like a radio signal wave. Whoa, so crazy. All right, we found a plasmoid. Here's another prime location. Let's use the electromagnetic reader. Here's another prime location. Let's use the electromagnetic reader. Oh, I ran before it cast. I hate that about this. You have to, like, let the cast bar fill, do the animation, and then run. Like, because you can animation cancel even after the bar has been completed. Whoa. There's fucking 3 of them. And a frog. Goodbye, my frogger. Goodbye, my friends. You have been the frog. You have been the frog for me. The prime location. Okay. We have done Sid's bidding. Now we must return to Sid and let him know. Leave me alone, frog. You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Well, here you go. Yeah, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need for their power. I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Julia. All right, Glament, what have you for us? What's the plan? Glament wants you to practice the art of Imperial Trooper. Clean the wax out your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise isn't more than the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So go get yourself near as you dare. Go get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. How much do we think this back and forth is just to, like, smush time? Do we think that's a thing? So, my AMD adrenaline is telling me I'm getting 130 frames per second, but the game is telling me I'm getting 70. Who do I believe? Who do I believe? I need to get away from these things. All right. I am going to turn the fan on. We made it. We found 2 of them. Now that we've killed 2 of them without somehow alerting the rest of them, we're going to hide behind the tree and watch them do their salute. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Looks like I learned how to do it. Teleport back to Mordona. Okay, so this says I'm getting like 125. This says I'm getting 66. But I want to come over here. And I'm going to turn off fluid. Now I'm going to go over here. We're going to look at this. That is the same counter. Whatever. We're going to do it like this for a while. See how this feels. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, no, no. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You have learned the emote Imperial Salute. Oh, look, it's Sark Malark. Is your brother Dirk McGurk? You are called Julia Capicola, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Glament. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you want to entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Oh, you'll inspect the spoils, all right. I'm kind of curious, like, if I played it, like 1080p, like what that would give me. Yes, we're going to apply this resolution. I know this looks horrible. Please leave it. I get 149. But it also looks horrible. Ah, yes. Muchos better. Muchos better. Oh my god, leave your sticky tongues away. Leave me alone, sticky tongues. I just want to come kill people. You. I have come for your gear. You. I have come for your gear. Did I get silenced? Gosh dang. That feels bad, man. Feels. I've killed 3 of you. Wait, maybe only 2. One more. Give me your helm. You're joking. What's Aether Flow 3? Alright, let's take this stuff back to Dirk McGurk. Oh, sorry, Stark Malark. My apologies. Oi there, Dirk McGurk. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Here you go. Damaged. As I had suspected, in their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith, I don't give a shit, at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape for no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not. We have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Excuse me. I have these things. So you're the venturer Sark Malark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. Bam and bam. Ah, I see. Ah, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took care of old Ignolf back in the days before I fell with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventurer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Ignolf will have your gear looking good as new. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will you? Yes, I will also tell his brother Dirk McGurk that you said hello. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Ignolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, You shall not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces, lest you fear the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done, and I am full glad to have been assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Whatever you say, Dirk McGurk. See, like, I lose the immersion because I don't even have the helm. Clement has finally devised a plan to appropriate a suit of Magitech armor. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth. Now that I come to think of it, any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up to until now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary to be venturing too far from their own walls. If they do need a little bit of extra encouragement, use the smoke signal here. Filch fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. And if I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? And don't forget to salute. Okay. So at this point, I am a little bit frustrated that Vieras don't have the helms. It's ruining my immersion. It's ruining my immersion. Okay. Thanks, Trumpet Boy. Isn't there a way to get a freebie of these? And from this guy. Wait, do I already have it? Did I give it to my person? My retainer? I am kind of frustrated. Let's go see if our retainer has it. If they do, I'm Fantasiaing. Like I want my character to be able to wear hats. Adriana, what do you have? Oh, there you go. Remove all gear and accessories. Log in. Re-edit character. We're going to do it from scratch. So not a Viera. Vieras are very fun, but they don't have the headgear. An Ellison, maybe? They don't look any different. Okay. Yo. Highlander, more like Thylander, am I right? Alright, let's look what the faces look like. Meh. Never in a million fucking years. Nope. Do Miq'ote have the same issue? I don't know if they do or not. Alright. Seekers of the Sun, Keepers of the Moon. What's the difference? It looks like the moon have regular eyes, and the sun have cat eyes. Alright. Always as tall. Oh, yeah. Tail shape. Tail length. Base. Okay. Skin color. We need some natural light. Oh, these are like the moon colors, aren't they? Hairstyle. Ah, Istola! I still want our cat girl to have like long hair. All right, we're gonna go over here though. We're gonna go to the hair color. We're gonna do highlights, and we're gonna do like dark brown highlights. Nope. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do dark highlights. Yep. Now back to hairstyle. Do we like the twisty braid? Pretty cool. Okay. Eye shape. Eye color, dark. Dark, 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 dark. Eyebrows. Nose. Nice. 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 Ear clasps. Do we want ear clasps or no? I don't think them necessary. Facial features. Oh, we get the spot back. That's fun. Base paint. Base paint color, dark. Sharpie eyes. Okay. Voice. That's as Italian as it gets. All right, Julia Gabagool. We have switched. We're going to call this Julia Part 2. All right. Let us continue our journey with our marginally edited character in order to be more immersive with the gear that we could acquire. Right? See, look, now I can wear a hat. See? How nice. Now I can wear my cute little hat. Julia, you shouldn't have. Alright, so what do Miq'ote girls dance like? Okay, cool. Let us continue on our journey. No, I don't want to join. I don't want to join your fucking... Close. No. Bum ba bum bum bum. All is right in the world. No matter how many times you try in this game, everybody always ends up gravitating back towards the cat girls. Jesus. Oh my god, frogs. Just leave me alone, frogs. Okay. So we put on this, and we put on this, and we walk over here. There we go. So now I have to do Imperial Salute. Whoa. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have said it, that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on the insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Well, if you're gonna give me an open invitation to lure you over here, then I am going to take it. Yes, yes, indeed, indubitably. Yes, indubitably, yes. Now, we light the smoke signal. Guys, we got him! We got him right where we want him. Right where we want him. Smoke signals. I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it'd be best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let's make an example of these insurgents. We're trying to kill the Reaper. Why is this thing hit so hard? Jesus Christ. We're burning this thing down. The Magitech armor is now overclocked. The armor has gone into overdrive. If you value your life, stay out of its sights. Huh. That did the trick. We did it, Sid. We did it. We did it. We did it. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Huh. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. Huh. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Huh? But aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? Yes, they are. Yes, it's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not rest until it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, mumbling cart chocobo. I heard that. The hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Julia. Look at that helmet. See, we would have missed that. Oh, it's limping. It doesn't feel good. All right, Sid. We are going to report to you. I just cranked my GPU fan up to see if I could get, like, I don't know. It really doesn't come down at all. It's fine. If this thing gets to 80. Yeah, we'll do it like that. It was like 55 and I cranked it all the way up and it dropped like 4 degrees. Like, to me, it ain't worth. It's too loud. The Magitech armor? Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry, though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught until the job is done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Yuckers. Every little thing she does is Magitech. Sid would have you assist in the repair of the Magitech armor. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's... Well, it is Machina. The Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, this one used in this Reaver was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. As I believe, the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Casham Century had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution: to substitute the Magitech core with a mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We just need to make some regular minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Old Da and collect it. Oh, and pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. I do mind footing the bill, you sneaky little sneakster. Sneaky little sneaksters. Hello there, come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garlean Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince amongst mammoths. Payment? That won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphinode's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphinode has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Welp, I was going to have to pay for it. But Alphino just saved us a bunch of coin. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alphino. Thank you. Thank you very much. Want to go in? It hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much. Yes, but this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Well, Alphino got it for me for free. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Well, that wasn't very loving now, was it? Yes, she's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through the paces. Julia, would you care to do the honors? Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Where am I going? Up top? Pretty cool. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north. As quick as you can. Oh, fuck off, sticky tongue. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Julia. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Is this real life? I hope you die a miserable death, you silly, silly frog. The torso remains stable during rigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms? Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, the mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should all do her best to make her feel welcome. Welcome. Click. Look at me, I'm a scholar. Look at my hat. Click. A duty. Don't mind if I duty. uh, Daft as I've felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant the silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of a worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials! They've come for the armor! Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. You ready to get your booties whipped? Taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. Beep bop boop boop. Beep 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 bop boop boop. We've located the stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Oh, we got the Pokey Boy here. Bloody hells, Julia. Protect the armor at all costs. You're not undoing our hard work. No, I just don't do any damage. Ugh. They're on their own. We can take them. $213, and what's this give me? Well, that was a crit, so that doesn't really count. 214, 221, 224. I'm not sure which one does more damage. I still can't figure it out. Is it mad at us? Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Okay. Now we have the Magitech armor on our side. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess to it before boarding. But enough of that. Let's see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We are as prepared as we'd like to get. Sid awaits confirmation of your readiness to undertake the rescue mission. How go your preparations, Julia? We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Glomment, you came. Aye, I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women who are about to make a lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? Ah, but I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. He looks Alamigan. I mean, looks like he's from Alamigo, and that's probably why. No, no, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing, she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. Then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around the gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. 'Twas some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire, and because of an adventure so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed, but nigh on 2 decades since have gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you already done more than I managed to do in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Glomment. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? At any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, I've helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with what you've got planned. And you're sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rhalgr give you strength. Yeah, if they're Highlander, they have to be Alamigan, right? That's kind of the whole thing. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie wait in the east of Casham Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. I won't forget to wear my disguise. Boop. Boop. There we go. It's been a long time coming, but finally we're going to get our friends back. Dear frogs, please leave me alone. All right, Sid. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial black and crimson. Definitely your colors. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alfino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alfino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, and lest you wonder, Ida and Ishtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event the Alphino and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you, something along the lines of, "Don't do anything reckless, if memory serves." Wise words. All right. The Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. Good luck, Julia. May the 12 keep you. They let us in. The big dummies let us in.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it. And for that, we need your help.
Whatever. Like, you're just like Gaius's little plaything. You haven't realized that yet, but that's all you are. You can wear all the armor you want, but you work on his schedule, and you're his little plaything, bitch.
You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
I can keep the insults coming if you want.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
We have to get her back. Oh, I have to do the salute. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too, had the tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Part of the maintenance crew from the Occidents, are you? I don't know what they teach you over there, but being an engineer does not exempt you from saluting your superiors. Whatever. This off. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidents, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now show a little bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Greetings, comrade. Is he gray? Yes. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and, oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? Dare say you know the one I mean, the svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafellan lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon I wouldn't take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Oh, man, he's fallen in love with the potato. Yeah, man, he's potato sexual. Tataru. Why are you not at your post? If you have business, salute me before opening your mouth. Okay. What's this? You need access to the storage tower? What business have you there? At the tribunus' behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Pretty trusting of him. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. A key like this one? And now the duty starts. This music's so good. No! Menphilia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. It's Tataru. She noticed a little wedgie. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. Ah, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the third squadron. What is it? A Reaper seized Wynn. And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. That was such a funny face. What the? Strike my last? Eliminate the intruders. He's going to show off for Tataru. You came. $318. Oh, so Ruin 2 is instant. We've come to save you. Julia, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? Oh, yeah. Y'shtola, the Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Amaraman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in all that showy armor of hers. Accursed Scions, how did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the casham walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Y'shtola's just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. No wonder it's called a phantom train. No passengers would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in the midst of the freight like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Sas Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends and we'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it! Ida, with me! After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! No hanky-panky for you tonight. There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it. Oh no, Julia, hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Oh, juicy. Oh man, when this beat hits. Bum 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 bum. Alright, we'll kill the Medicus first. This infernal creation is shielded by energies not its own. Whatever is generating a shield must be near. Find it, Julia. Alright, where's the fucking shield? I can't remember where it is. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Jump! What's generating its shield again? I can't remember. Oh, right here. Kill it. Two more. Ah, there's no end to them. We labor in vain. Till the beast be divested of its shield, our blows shall not find their mark. Alright, there's one that's gonna go down. There we go. Open the damn door. Now there's a Colossus. You're not getting away. Bring forth the Colossus. Where the unknown foe? So that's a Colossus, is it? More like a colossal waste of iron. Quick, teabag it. Teabag it. Give it the business. Even more? This is never ending.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
Ishtola, you shouldn't have.
Pray, forgive us our delay.
What'd she say? She said Ishtola. Oh man, Ida's a badass.
Papolino, Minfilia. Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
Yes.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there.
It loves us because it has a heart now.
This is Sid. Can you hear me?
I can.
I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One, 2,
3,
4.
5.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
Jesus.
What in the 7 hells? Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
Thancred?
Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind?
I don't get it.
Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all!
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, the way Thancred is told, like, he spent his entire life protecting Minfilia. I can't imagine that he put that much time in just to be an Ascian. Like, it seems like he got possessed or something.
No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque.
but the battle is far from over.
Is it ready?
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall ever
I'm
be hope
sorry to
of
press,
victory.
but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered?
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your debt,
Let
my
us
friend.
provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to grandfather.
Minfilia didn't hear a single word he said.
I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafferson the order to sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I only need to give the word to Royal. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last, I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad company. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Ban Baelsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. So we yield to him. He pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Should we surrender or resist? Should we choose we surrender or resistance? We must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Julia, and help them make the right decision. The Black Wolf's ultimatum. Minfilia is greatly concerned by the recent developments concerning the Council of Alliance leaders. Grim tidings, Julia. It seems that the word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Julia, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of their consequences. Okay, so it sounds like we need to... Yes. Let me in. Let me in! We need to go talk them out of the decision they're about to make. That is a silly, silly, silly decision. Do not make a silly decision. Bartholomew, stop them. I object. The Council of Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the fragrant chamber. I must ask that you step away from the doors, madame. I'm sorry, you're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Of course you may enter. Yeah, that's right. Let me in.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity.
and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Raban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being?
You're goddamn right.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Bingo. Potato.
Your Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Guess what? We back!
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alfinord, Minfilia, and 7 hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
Yep.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Raoban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender?
That's right. We're
I know full well
sticking
that
our
all
chest
we
out.
have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight.
We're gonna say it with our chest. The last bitches. Music.
We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change.
Music.
Gridania will go to war.
Yeah, say it with your chest.
We will
Little
fight
ass bitch.
the Empire, for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
We will fight for Eorzea.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Raoban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it.
You're goddamn
With
right.
great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We old dons who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
Yeah, Merlwib.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We're burning the agreements. I love that.
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Pray return to the waking sands. Well, that was quick. Why is there so much stuff there? Enter the solar.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
Absolutely.
Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light.
I might have heard that.
What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will.
Really? You think I'm a warrior of light? Is that what I am now? Julia Gabagoo, the warrior of light?
Come, my friends. Let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Mm, 26 more tickets. Okay. I'm not 49 yet. Oh, God. Blech. 45. Level 45 weapon. Ten intelligence, 9 intelligence, 10 mind. Cool book. Cool. Alrighty. And with that, I can't even go forward at this point because I need to be another level. So we will probably do some fates, or we will look into what are we, 244? Hunt logs seem like they would be silly. But we'll figure something out. But we're gonna leave it here tonight. That was an extended playtime period, and we covered a lot of ground. And we are what I feel like is reaching the crescendo of this story. And I don't want to push further in one play session and kind of like water down the gravity of the rest of the big moments. So with that, we are gonna end here. So thank you for stopping by, watching, etc. If you'd like, feel free to do all of the YouTube-y things. And as always, I want to wish you all a good night, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.